There we go. I have a microphone now. Wow, it's technology. We're at the point where, hello, I unplugged to walk around the house and get ready for my show. And guess what? I forgot to plug back in. Hello. Well, how's everybody doing, Judy? Good afternoon. Yes, I'm here. Got my chat window going. Always say hello or hi. Hear me. All those fun little things that I like to say in the opening session just to get things going, to make sure I'm heard, seen, all that fun stuff when we stream live. But with that being said, my name is Dale Obrochta, if you don't know that. This is my live stream that I do what day is it today? Friday? Fridays are the day I do my live stream. My name's Dale Obrochta. I'm a multiple balloon entertainer. Everything I do requires 3 to 6 balloons. And today we're talking about doing a Valentine's Day balloon. And if you're new to the channel, hello, Carol. If you're new to the channel, I want to point a couple things out. I do have a chat screen that does show up on my end here, so I could actually put the chat out there so I could see so I could see what's actually going on and happening. I can interact with you, so if you do have a question, feel free to leave me a message over here. I can remember it's on that side. So you can leave me a message at any time. I have my full screen, and I have a couple other tricks that we can do just to make things exciting here. Oh, wow, my wife has even got on. This is her day off, so she's here. Whoa, imagine that, my wife, my beautiful wife. Hello, honey. So with that being said, let's get the show actually going. Hi, my name's Dale Obrochta, and welcome to my YouTube channel where we're streaming live today. Let's learn something new, fun, and exciting. So let's get started now. Okay, today what we're actually going to be doing is working on a Valentine's Day design. And this is a design that I've shown probably on my site for years. It is a cute little guy over here that we're going to make. I'm going to show you how to make him. There's a couple different design concepts. I actually did him several years ago, but I love doing him in restaurants due to the fact that it's quick, it's easy, and it has a huge wow factor. That's probably one of the biggest things I like about it is the wow factor. And as always, if you stay to the end, I have some extra information for you. So make sure that you take this time, click on the subscribe button. I want to point out, and you may see a lot of YouTubers pointing this out, there's a lot of people who watch these videos that never subscribe. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button. It costs you nothing to subscribe. And if 6 months you don't like what you see, unsubscribe. It's that simple. But do me a favor, click the subscribe button. That way you get notified every single time that I go live, and you don't have to look for my posts. You don't have to wait for any kind of weird notification, because YouTube will notify you directly that says, hey, this is happening. So with that, let's get on. Let's talk about this little character that we're going to do here today. This is a fun little character. I'm going to show you a couple different variations of this. If you stick to the very end, I will show you how to draw his face over here. That's where it is. That monitor, I'm looking at that monitor over here. So let's actually talk about this guy. This balloon actually requires, depending on how you do it, anywhere between 3 and 4 balloons. And it requires a heart balloon, either Pateltex or Qualitex. Either one will work. You can pick your favorite color balloon. It doesn't matter if it's red, purple, pink. I usually stay away from the red because when we start drawing on it, it makes it a little harder for certain colors to pop out. Sometimes the lighter color gives you a bigger, bolder effect. Perfect example here. You can see I made one up here that is used purple or lilac. And in that example, you could get a better, cooler, neater, cooler face, if I want to call it that. I'm going to call it that. I could call it that. It's my show. Hey, it's that. All right, let's start off with the basics. Now, how I start this out is I start with a inflated Now I got two ways to do this. I could start with building the person or building the heart. Typically when I start doing this, I build the heart because the heart is really what I want to show the person when I'm actually making this. So I inflate it, and I'm doing something special for usually a young lady, and I will take this and make a simple heart. Now I want to remove this, but I don't want to remove all of it because I'm going to need a portion of this. So what I'm going to do is simply cut it off and have a little extra, and I'm going to show you why I want that extra part. Simple, make a heart. I take it down, I bend it around, find approximately where it's at, give it a little pinch, give it a little pull, and there we go. I don't want to squeeze too hard because then what happens is instead of getting a nice little point, I actually get a bulbous area and this distorts. Again, take it down, little pinch, little pull, and voila, you got your heart. Now, see that I have to adjust it, but not pretty. But we have our heart. Basically, that's what people think they're going to get. They're going to get the heart, you know. But we don't want to break our heart. What we're going to do is throw that on our sleeve here, on our arm, and we're actually going to start making the little person. Now, great thing about my videos when I do this, I put some thought into it. I don't randomly come up with these ideas. Yes, I do think about them for a day or two before I do this video shoot or go live. The reason why I'm doing this one is because we just did the motorcycle. Remember the motorcycle? This guy that I showed you how to make last week? This motorcycle uses this hand technique. So if you saw the motorcycle video, you're going to be one up on knowing how to do this just like lickety-split and be able to go right away. So with this, we're going to make a series of bubbles like the motorcycle handlebars. We're going to start with roughly a 3-finger bubble, followed by a small bubble, which is going to be a pinch twist. This is actually going to be the arm of our character. So we have the top part of the arm, the elbow. Again, this is going to be a 2, because this is the forearm, 2 bubble. Now we're going to do a small bubble, and we're going to turn this into a pinch twist. That pinch twist then is going to be split in half, just like we did with the motorcycle. And we split that bubble. We go back and forth just a couple times. Uh-oh, breakage. It actually broke here. What I'm going to do is another little trick that I've learned. If I take and make a small bubble, the same size as this one, and twist it around there, come back and lock it through, what you've just seen is how to save a pop twist. If the one bubble of the pop twist pops, just make another small bubble and just wrap it around and flip it through. It's actually going to twist in and lock itself in, and you don't have to destroy the whole thing. Only problem is sometimes if this bubble breaks, you lose everything. But if only one bubble breaks out of the 2, just create another one and twist it right in. So what we're going to do right now is create a pop bubble. So this is going to be just a smaller bubble. We're going to do the reverse process. We're going to do a pinch twist. We're going to then, our small bubble, turn that into a pinch twist. We fold that in half again. And what we're doing, like the motorcycle handlebars, we are taking that balloon and wrapping it in. We're going to make a bubble the same exact size as this one. We're going to do a small bubble, which is going to be the pinch twist. Then a bubble that's going to be the same size as this. You remember the motorcycle handles, they're almost identical to making motorcycle handles. Now I'm going to take this part right here, wrap it around, up, through, drag it through once, maybe twice, wrap it around. Now I'm going to do 2 pinch twists for the neck or the stabilized bubble. Hey Mark, how you doing? Mark just jumped on here. We're actually making a Just jumped in. This is what we're making. Up. I don't have the image on that screen. Hang on here for a second, folks. Okay, this is what we're working on. So what we're going to do is another pinch twist. So this is what we have so far. If you recall, this may be the old reindeer heads, as I talked about before. We got 2 pinch twists coming up, another pinch twist, bubble pinch twist that's split, pop, bubble, split, bubble, bubble, pinch, twist, bubble. Try saying that quick. So what we're going to do now is actually pop this pop bubble and get nice ringing in our ear. No, we don't have ringing in our ears. I'm going to swing this through right here. Just a little maintenance here. I want to wrap this around here so I get this wrapped nice and neat and tight up here. These are my 2 arms. Now what we're going to do is body. Very simple body. 1 body, 1 bubble, 1 4-finger bubble, followed by a 1-finger bubble, which is going to be the pinch twist, which is its little bare bottom. We're doing a leg, and I don't want to go get crazy with the legs because in this design, I want to make sure that the arms can reach to where the legs parts are. So I don't want to give them extremely long arms. I don't want really short legs. I want the arms to, if I were to straighten this out, about here, which is going to be about a hand's width plus a little space. I'm going to fold back. All right, now if you watched my video to the very end of the motorcycle, you notice I showed you how to make that other guy riding the motorcycle. This is the guy. Yeah, look at me. And if you saw this one video, you see how I'm incorporating some of these designs into other areas. What I did while I was talking, I tied it off, gonna spin it around. So here's our little guy. We're not done yet. We're gonna take this guy, we're gonna make him awesome. And how do we make him awesome? Well, this is the nice part about this. I like taking this one step farther. A lot of my designs, I could stop here. I could put some little bubble feet on, but I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to take this a little farther. So what I'm going to actually do is create feet for him. So to create the feet, I'm going to do, again, 1 hand. And the reason why, I'll explain why I do this 1 hand. I'm going to do a bubble, which is a pinch twist. This is going to be the top part of the foot or the side of the foot, then the big toe. And we're going to go down in size. So I'm going to make a bubble that's a little smaller. Each bubble is going to get a tad smaller. So this is a larger bubble. This is the largest bubble. A little smaller, smaller, smallest. What we're going to do is turn this one into a pinch twist. Now, I don't want my feet, I don't want this foot higher. This is the little toe, so I want to bring this down. I'm actually measuring, you can't see what I'm doing here. I'm actually measuring where I want to have this height-wise. I want a foot to be on an angle. Take that, wrap it around. Now I'm going to do a pinch twist. The bubble. That's 1 foot. That's the angle that I want to see. Hi, Ida. Thanks for jumping in. This is the angle I'm looking for. I want to have, I don't know, is it, let me turn down my light here for a second. You have a big toe. Either way you want to look at it. You got your feet this way or that way. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to set this guy down on the side. I'm going to repeat the process, but I'm going to start again. Hand, bigger bubble. And when I say a bigger bubble, folks, don't make his big toe huge. We don't want a big bulbous toe because it really looks odd. A lot of my design work, and I was taught this by a gentleman named Ron Ralph. If you Google Ron Ralph or find him up on Facebook, hit him up, find him. He's a good friend of mine. I've known Ron for, almost 30 years. And when he actually was in Chicago, I actually said, he was actually leaving Chicago at the time. And I said, hey, Ron, you know what? I'm going to be the best balloonist in Chicago. And he looked at me and was like, dude, I'm still here. And I'm like, you're gone. I'm here. I'm going to be the guy. So that's what I focused on. But one of the things that Ron taught me, and I still believe this, is it's easy to make things large, but the key is to make them smaller. When you make things smaller, they become delicate. When they become delicate, they become dainty. And when they become dainty, they become really cute. And no chunky balloon is actually cute. So what I've learned is that when you start to get your sizing properly, it goes from chunky to cute real quick. So my advice to you is, we're doing this as full finger, but don't go crazy with this big toe. This big toe, you lay it out there, and you want to have a decent sized toe, but it doesn't want to be huge, because then it looks chunky, and then it looks off, and then your feet look almost like Fred Flintstones, but you're not making Fred Flintstone. So again, we're going to do a series of bubbles, and each bubble is slowly getting smaller in size. Again, show that. Going to take that last one, turn it into a pinch twist, and we're going to bring it down in size to be the same size as this one over here. Twist it all about, and if I did it right, you're going to see that I'm going to have this funky, weird little bow tie, if you want to call it a bow tie. Take this part, break off, dispose. It's my office. I could throw it on the floor if I want to. I know. What we're going to do is take this little part here. We got a couple things we could do. I want to tie this off first of all. I can take this or this, depending on what I want to wrap. I typically use the bubble. Spread it apart. Slide the bubble in. Now, if you wanted to, you could have used this to wrap around and tie it in. I typically like to take the pinch twist and lock it in. So now I have my little guy. If you've ever saw my zombie video, which I did a while ago, like last year in October, you'll notice that I actually do feet on the zombie that are gray, and I actually show you how to do the legs out of blue, and I actually show you how to do the body out of orange with gray arms. And by the way, it's just to take off of this guy right here. So if you go learn the zombie balloon design, you could actually make this into a real person with different clothes. I just like him for Cupid time, for Valentine's Day. I like my guy, buck naked. All right, so what we're going to do is take this part, and I use that to then bring in and just wrap around. Now, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for approximately the arm length. I'm going to take the heart balloon, give it a little spin. I know, somebody's going to say, Dale, does it ever pop? Yes, it does pop periodically, and then I'm adding in an arm. It does happen. I don't know why balloons pop. It's not supposed to happen. I mean, it just, come on, folks. And, balloon never pops, right? But yeah, it does pop from time to time. And when I do this, I like to rearrange the hands so it looks like they're kind of squeezing onto the balloons. At this point, you notice what happens is this part of the balloon actually, you can see how it goes forward. Just take that and spin it and arch it in so it's back level again. So here you go. You got your headless guy. At this time, when you're making this for people, they have no idea. All they know, it's a heart. They got something on it. They haven't quite figured it out because, again, you take it on, you throw it on your shoulder, and what we're going to do is blow up your heart balloon. This is a Qualitex heart balloon. Big difference is it doesn't have a huge long tail. And at this moment, I want you definitely watch the end because I'm going to show you how to draw the face on. I'm going to show you a couple more options. But as always, do me a favor. Leave a comment, like, share, do all that fun stuff that you have to do in YouTube world to make us happy as producers. All right. Just going to shape it here a little because for some reason my Heart doesn't look like a heart, so yeah, I'm just mashing it. I want to make sure that I have this bumps on either side. All right. Notice how I have this on my hand. I grab here, bring it up. All right, that maneuver right there doesn't look like anything special, but when you're in a line twisting and you got a whole bunch of people, that extra second of pulling that balloon through, having it there, wrapping it around, trust me, folks, many times I got the balloon inflated, tie the knot, bring it up, wrap it around. That extra second you save actually speeds it up versus the person that's standing next to you going, oh, wait, where's that heart balloon? Oh, there it is. Now I gotta assemble it. Learn to become efficient. Learn to use your body as hooks. Here we go. This is what we have so far. Like it? Does it look good? All right. Now, this is the basic design. But my design shows a little heart up there that you could actually put up here if you want to keep your heart pinched tighter. Now, you can do that real easy here. Let me find a, looking in my bag selection here for a, maybe I got one on my table here. Here we go. This is a, I'm looking for a 160, folks. You got a 160? Throw me a 160. Somebody, quick, give me a 160. Yeah, Carol, you're right. You can do a yellow body and emoji head if you want to do a real quick one. That takes away from the Halloween theme. I like Halloween theme. I mean, Valentine's Day theme. You could do that with Halloween. You could use a zombie face, zombie love. It can be smiley faces, the emoji faces. That works too. I like drawing the faces on, and I'm going to show you why I do the drawing on the faces, just because it adds that little extra to it. Okay, what I want to do is I want to get a, I like having different colors in my designs. I'm going to do a blue ribbon. It could be for police, you know, if you want to say blue line. Whoa! 160s. Hang on. Got a shape here. Woo! Here we go. All right, to do the 160s. 160 heart or ribbon. Nothing special. Bubble. Followed by 2 pinch twists. Loop. Loop. Now, what I'm going to do, go back, step behind. This is where it gets a little more tricky. It becomes trickier because I have to then try wrapping it around. And what I've learned is if I let it pop up like this, that's fine. I'll actually let it go up. And it seems kind of weird that I'm doing this. You notice how the whole heart has actually switched over. Just bend it. And I want to lower it just a tad. The reason why I want it to lower it because I still want to be able to see the bumps in the heart. In that case, what I would recommend then is to make your heart a little bigger. And when your heart's a little bigger, you'll be able to pull this down a little more. But I don't want to pull it down too far because then I don't see them. which is what we're here at the end to talk about, is the face. So let's talk about the face. I'm going to turn down my light here so you can see a nice close-up of the face. Let's see, that's dark enough. Now, I don't draw the face on the front. I draw it on the back of his head, then turn his head around, because that way I don't smear any of the work that I'm doing. So, to draw the face, simply just put my hand behind here. For me, I like to do the nose. Followed from the nose, I go up, over, up and over. So that's my face that I have. Now what I'm going to do is put a heart for eyes, eyebrows, eye swishes, mouth, line underneath the mouth. Now, so that's our artwork in black. Now what we do is we pull out our favorite color marker. Now here's a tip that I do. If I'm using a red heart, I'll use red for the eyes. If I'm using a pink heart, I'll use pink for the eyes. Just different format. It all depends on if I want to show love or if I want to show deep love or infatuation. I mean, you can change the heart color eyes to whatever colors you want. Using red. Red also stands out real nice. Take my white Sharpie here. I'm going to put a little dot. Yeah, red. Come on, white. Let's start working here. I always use my hand. It's been a while since I've come home with a whole bunch of Sharpie on my hand. What's going on here? Let's go, Sharpie. This is almost a new Sharpie. I'm eventually I'm gonna have a big blob of white on my hand here. There it goes. Marker's starting to. Must have been put on the wrong side. I just used it too. That's just really straight. Oh, there we go. Like I said, get the blob here. So let me show this right here. What I'm gonna do. Now my tip's working. Wow. Now I'm just gonna. Valentines love here. Out where my always different when I'm painting up in the air like this. It's different. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Cap up my paint marker. Number one rule is always cap up your paint marker. Alright, almost finished with him. Notice I instinctively turned his head around. I don't even recall me turning around, folks. Now what I like to do is add a little hair. The hair for me is I use this as a dividing line. Just start drawing lines this way, because do you remember the orange monster in Bug Bunny episodes? He had this green monster. He does his nail manicure. He's got his hair parted right down the side. It goes from side to side. For some reason, I have a tendency to think about that when I'm doing the heart hair. I just use this as a line. I go straight down. Front. Up. Here you go, folks. This is our little Valentine's guy. And now I present it to the ladies, and I always tell them don't check out his little bare bottom. And 9 times out of 10, they all check out his little bare bottom. If you want to do the bare bottom, I just left a single bubble. You could put a double pinch twist on for the bottom. Actually give him a butt per se, but I usually typically do a single butt. Now, how do we start talking about butts here? Oh, he's orange. What'd I say? Green. I'm sorry. My wife just ran out downstairs and got our collectible here. This is actually a Bugs Bunny getting his nails done. Dirty, dusty Bugs Bunny getting his nails done. And this is the monster I'm talking about. See how it's done here? This is what I think of. See this, because the back of his head is actually a heart shape. He actually wanted to make this. He used a heart-shaped balloon. That's halfway to actually designing it. But this is what I think about when I'm actually doing that. Thank you, honey. Got him. Don't break him. Got him. All right. So here's our little Valentine's guy. I hope you like him. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for coming out. As always, thank you. I appreciate you for coming. Just to let you know, my blog, I've actually been, for those people who follow me on my blog, I actually have a blog that I talk about balloon entertainment on my website, and it linked all these videos to my blog. You go out to my blog, it is now being narrated. I have a professional, actually a voiceover person actually reading the blog, so you don't even have to read the blog. So you click on the play the blog. So that's a cool announcement on here. But I hope you like what you had. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll probably have one more before Valentine's Day. Until next Friday, I will give you a second to say goodbye. Have a great day. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And like I say, if you go check out the motorcycle video, which I did last week, shows you exactly how to make the hands, which were actually done here. And if you actually go check out the zombie, you will actually know how to make all this cool. So, my name is Magical Balloon Dude Dale. I stream every Friday. Just to let you know that you can find me here on Twitch on Mondays. My Facebook page, I haven't done it in a while. I probably should start streaming again live out there. And as always, I am here. So with that, thank you for coming. My name's Dale Obrochta, Magical Balloon Dude. Enjoy, have fun. Make sure you click on that subscribe button and never miss a video. Subscribe now. Click the little bell and always be notified of a live broadcast. Follow me on Instagram, and if you're a TikTok fan, you'll find me under the same name, Dale Obrochta. Looking forward to seeing you on social media.